How would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities? I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Didn't expect to see a drow in here. Did the boss lady send you to rescue me? She's one of my best mates. Thought you might work for her. Get me out of here, and I'll take you to meet her and the rest of my tribe.
Since their change in allegiance, these goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind.
Stand down! This one's got a touch of the Absolute about her. Apologies, your lordship. Hard making you out from a distance.
I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact.
You're a true soul. You can't die. You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh.
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you.
The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral.
Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cinderellimouse and we're back with Baldur's Gate 3. This is episode 12 and we are going goblin hunting. We're going to go look for that goblin camp. We're going to save Tiefling's Grove. It's going to be amazing. But also a few other things that we're kind of doing in this episode. I think it's probably time we start to look for the Githyanki crash. So maybe our teams are going to split up a bit. Maybe we're going to go and explore, do a bit of a scouting mission and see what we can find. Let's jump into it. So I kind of want to go through where everybody's up to. A few different things I want to touch on before we continue. So she sat down, it looks so funny. Hang on a second. Stand up, Cordia. These poisonous robes and the Landstrider braces, they have this kind of poison damage theme. We got these off that big massive mother spider in the last episode. And yeah, I'm not quite sure. The problem with these is, if we look here, is specific to when you cast a spell that deals poison damage. It's such a shame that the poisonous robe doesn't do this for all types of damage, poison damage. I could use this on Dirge, I could use this on Astarion, I could use this on Lae'zel, because they all have like poison weapon attacks, but it's specifically to spells. And there's not that many good poison spells in the game, so I don't feel like I'm going to use this right now, even though it looks really cool. I can show you what it looks like. And it looks awesome. Like, if I colour that red, it looks great on Astarion. So, but it's just not going to do us any good right now. It might do us good in the future if we recruit some more companions, though. So I'm going to go ahead and send those to camp. The spider egg sack, I'm still kind of umming and ahhing about when I want to use that, because it is one-time use and we want to do that one day when we're going to not be long resting for a while. So I may save that until kind of like even Act 3. I don't know. I'll figure out a good time to use that, because again, we're a drow, we have a spider theme. And then I wanted to remind you all about Volo. So Volo is a bard. He's actually very, very famous in D&D, and we met him at Druid's Grove, kind of talking to a bear, and he's kind of a historian. He likes to write these books about Baldur's Gate and the surrounding areas. And when we were talking to him at Druid's Grove, he said, "Oh, I'm going to go to the goblin camp. I want to find out more about them." And we were like, "Are you sure that's a good idea?" And he went off anyway. We found his kind of backpack and this book, and I feel like maybe he got kidnapped by the goblins. So rescue Volo or at least check on Volo's well-being is definitely a mission for this episode. And then just a reminder that we got this goblin drawing where it's like 3 different stick figures. So yeah, whatever that's about, I kind of wanted to remind you all about that. Jumping over to Shadowheart. So Shadowheart's little mission here, if we're going to the goblin camp, is that she has this dead goblin child that we found in those kind of whispering depths underneath the blighted village, kind of in this kind of pit of spiders. I mean, I just felt really bad. It's a child, it's a goblin, so goblin children are not very nice, but still, I didn't want to leave a child down there. So Shadowheart's now carrying this goblin child around, and we've got to find somewhere to put it where, you know, it feels appropriate, just because I decided that that's a mission that we're going to do. What else? So we've got Gale. Gale is Gale. He's just doing his thing. I think I had some more spell scrolls in between episodes, so yeah, he's got that going for him. Maybe we just want to have a quick chat with don't turn your back on me, sir. Maybe we just want to have a quick chat with our Find Familiar, because we're going to long rest, so let's get him out and say hi. So Shovel, basically what was going on with Shovel was he was working for, if I jump over to Dirge, in the last episode we kind of went down and found this kind of hidden workshop where a necromancer had been at work. He was a red wizard of Thay, who are notorious for not being good aligned. This is kind of like an evil wizard we're dealing with here. Yeah, we found kind of like his apprentice kind of had been killed. The apprentice was trying to steal this book away from, he's called Ilithom something? Ilithom? Here you go. Ilinthoth. But this little guy, this little cheeky quasit, was Ilinthoth's like helper. He would go and get dead bodies for him that he could experiment on, and now he's kind of adopted Gale as his new master. So let's say hi.
See? Tell you truth, Beefy! Trust me. Always. Always!
He's perhaps not the most trustworthy person, but he does seem quite loyal to his master. Definitely a bit of a mischief maker, but yeah, we can hang out. He's cool. We like him. I think I'm going to go with a necromancy theme for Dirge. I've been umming and ahhing about which direction I was going to take him in. And necromancy and kind of necrotic damage might be the path that I'm going to take for him. So I feel like I'm on a weird angle today. I feel like I'm like this on the screen. So I think we are going to read the Book of Thay with him. Also, just to note, instead of having a backpack, he now has a rib cage to carry around his special items, including some body parts. He likes playing with body parts. That's canon to the game. And this skull. So a lot of the skulls just say like a skull, but this one says friend. I don't know where I got it from. But so what does it say? Eyebrows, horns and rosy cheeks have been drawn upon this skull in a number of bodily fluids. Ew, but also very on brand for Dirge. So he has that now. I just kind of wanted to show you and traumatize you all, but I thought it was really funny that he's carrying his stuff around in a rib cage. And also, like, bones come in really handy, so I can throw this bone. Hey, Scratch! Hey, Scratch! Scratchy! Hey, Scratch! Hey, hey, my boy! Scratch! Hey, pay attention! Look, 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 look! He's such a good dog. So we can throw the bone for Scratch, which is amazing. So if you throw anything and Scratch is around, he will actually bring it back for you, and that is like all sorts of things. So just a useful mechanic that that you can know about, that Scratch will play fetch with you, and he'll kind of go and pick up whatever you throw, and this includes things that are too heavy for you to pick up directly and kind of like put in your inventory, sort of, or things that, I don't know, it's like a weird game mechanic that you can kind of get around some of the limits by getting Scratch to bring things to you. So just letting you know that that's the thing. So yeah, I think what we want to do probably with Dirge is sneak away and read this Necromancy of Thay. We've also got the blacksmith stuff to do. This is another mission we have to do, where we have to go and find some Sousa bark so we can make a really special weapon. Let's just flick through as well, check what everybody else has got going for them. Oh, because we made Astarion a bard, he can now wear this hat that we got from like that little chest near Alfera. So it says, soothing songs. When you inspire an ally using bardic inspiration, they can also regain 1 to 6 hit points. So we can put this on Astarion now. It doesn't look too bad with his kind of armor, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and kind of hide it, because I think I want him in this outfit for today. We're going goblin hunting. He looks kind of badass. What else? Well, Hairpack, my my big sister. She has some stones. She's got a heavy stone and this one that says Nutbuster because she does a lot of my throw damage in the game, and I just thought that was fun for her to have the Nutbuster. I feel like Dirge is probably waiting for nighttime so he can sneak off and read the Book of Thay and kind of like lean into that a bit further. He's definitely interested in it. I feel like he can almost hear it whispering to him. He does have this thing about kind of, you know, he's got the dark urge. Let's jump in and kind of like look at some of these quests that we've got. So personal quest, the dark urge. So you can have a read of this, be yourself, think dirty thoughts. Special, yes, special, aren't you? Shh, don't fight it. You know what you need to do. Take up that knife, do what you do best. Easy as breathing. You'll feel better after. So he has these kind of whispers that come from the dark urge in his mind. But also I feel like it's probably Sceleritus Fell is definitely also kind of whispering in our ears.
Get over it. Spill more blood. Oh, don't look so scandalised. This is definitely not the first time you've done this. Quill may have grown up to become the age's great songstress, but you could be the most prolific killer in the history of the realms. It will be easy. You can do it in your sleep.
So this was because we murdered the bard in our sleep. We don't remember doing it. We didn't have any autonomy or self-control over that. We did, for those of you who've missed a few episodes, we killed Quill, not Alfera. We kind of jumped through hoops to make that possible and keep Alfera alive. Trust the butler. So Sceleritus Fell is a murderer's murderer. He will set you right. Don't worry. I'm sure you can tell. You can't help but be a prodigy spree killer. It's in your perfect nature. While you have forgotten your past, you can't forget what you're best at. Just follow the butler. You can trust him. I don't trust Sceleritus Fell as far as I can throw him, and I can probably throw him pretty far. He's a creepy little dude, and he said this line about, it was something like, you don't, you know, in the past you haven't conducted yourself correctly when I'm not around. So Sceleritus Fell is part of this dark urge and this whispering in Dirge's head, and I feel like actually the most fun way to play Dirge is to resist it. It's fun to go, you know, it's fun to play to lean into the dark urge, but I think the intention is to overcome it. That's how I'm playing it. What else have we got going on? So yeah, we've still got to go and save the Druid's Grove and help the refugees, find our link at the goblin camp, Saza, who's the little goblin that we freed from the jail. She's gonna kind of like be our way in. We also have to find the night song. So that's this thing that, you know, the druids were looking for. Search the cellar. So this is the necromancy thing that we've got. Books like this contain manifold secrets, though they've been known to drive people mad. So like I say, I feel like it's kind of, he can't get it off his mind. He's got this urge to look at it more. And then like Githyanki Warrior, we need to go and look for the Githyanki Crash. So we've got quite a lot of stuff that we kind of need to get on with. Let's then long rest. Let's have Cordia long rest.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting
and
times.
Jump into it. Yes, I want a long rest, please.
Damn thing. It has to open, surely. It has to do something.
Shadowheart's attention is consumed by a strange box that she turns over in her hands. The box is inscribed with unfamiliar glyphs.
So we have known about this for quite a while. We originally saw it when we rescued her from the Nautilus ship. She kind of turned around and kind of like picked it back up out of the kind of pod that she was in. But she's very secretive about it. She doesn't want to tell us about it. But maybe now she knows us a little bit better. Actually, having said that, I figured out why Shadowheart hates us, because I've been doing a playthrough with like another family member, and they've picked more or less all the same choices that I have in regards to Shadowheart and dialogue. And Shadowheart loves them. I'm like, why does Shadowheart hate me? And I've realized, so I went back through all my old saves and kind of looked to see where her approval went a bit wrong, and it was the Owlbear Cave. And if you remember, I was getting these like Shadowheart disapproves, and I was like, why? Like, what is causing that? And it's because I used the friend cantrip on her in a dialogue check. So you know where you put guidance on? I used friend, and even though it's not meant to have any negative effects in the regular playthrough, it's only meant to have negative effects effects on if you're playing on like hard mode, it still gave me the consequence. So that's why Shadowheart hates me, because I used the friend spell on her. So I figured out the mystery, and hopefully we can build up that relationship again. I'm really sad though, because we've done a lot of the ones that kind of really boost her approval. Like, we've done a lot of the big ones, so I don't know where we stand with that. I can't replay it. I don't know what to do. Anyway, so yeah, there's still quite a lot of tension between Lae'zel and Shadowheart, and I don't know, maybe we want answers now. Maybe we've been travelling long enough that we're like, listen, fess up, Shadowheart, what's going on here? What is that you have there?
In an instant, Shadowheart hides the box from view.
Never mind. Private matter, that's all. Now, how are you faring this evening?
Lady, you're not changing the subject that easily with us this time. Listen, look at Lae'zel behind us. We need answers, girl. Don't change the subject. Tell me about the artifact.
I've told you all I'm going to tell you. Now, please don't pry any further, or you might force me to become less polite.
You're not bullying me this time, lady. As she is, Cordy is a bit of a peacekeeper, so she's going to go, oh, all right, as you like.
Good. Now, I believe I was asking you how you were this evening.
I mean, my name is literally Cordia. I like to keep it cordial, you know. Better than I'd have expected, all things considered.
The nomad's life has its charms. You get to meet such interesting people. And sometimes they don't even try to kill you.
I suppose you're right. I'm glad I met you, for one.
Aye. Quite charming when you want to be, aren't you? Maybe save some for the next time we have to talk our way past a sentry or the like. We should get some rest. I doubt tomorrow will be any easier than today.
Let me rid you, Shadowheart. Stop being so prickly. I'm sorry, I used the friends cantrip on you. I just really want to be friends. Oh, Astarion wants to talk. Okay, so she's clearly not in the mood to talk, and I'm really sad I failed that Arcana check there, because we would have got a little bit more information, but unfortunately the dice rolled against us. But Dirge is going to kind of ungroup, and he's going to sort of sneak off while everybody's a little bit busy. Actually, no, do you know what? Let's go and talk to Astarion first.
What's up for discussion?
See what Astarion has to say. Astarion also wants the Book of Thay.
There you are, my friend.
Are you... How does Dirge talk? Are you drunk?
I have drunk. Not alcohol, of course. A bear. He took a little of my blood. I took all of his.
Sounds like a dangerous meal.
So's any meal worth having. It's nothing compared to, well, other things I could be dining on, but significantly better than the rats and bugs Cazador served me.
So I feel like Dirge in this moment would be like, blood is blood. He's got a thing about blood, so I don't know. He's about the quantity, I think. Does it matter? Blood is blood, isn't it?
Not at all. Blood is life essence. And some creatures have so much more life than others. Cazador gave me just enough to keep me, well, alive, for lack of a better word. But never more than that. Still, that was the past. I'll never have to grovel for him again.
True. You can start over. You can be better than what he made you.
Exactly. I can be better than him. Stronger. More powerful. More... Oh. You meant be kinder. Pet bunnies, that sort of thing. I've no objection to being nice, of course. Once I have the power to bend others to my will.
So up until this point, Dirge and Astarion have been getting on quite well. They had that kind of like game recognizes game thing going on, but now Dirge is starting to feel the differences. Like in this moment, he feels, being quite a serious person, he feels like Astarion's being really silly and kind of naive, you know, where he's taking this all quite seriously, trying to keep everybody safe, trying to survive, you know, and Astarion's just kind of like acting drunk. I feel like there's a little bit of distance there. And then this point as well where Astarion, even though he's had trauma clearly and he's got this need to have power over other people because people have had power over him and abused that and been quite cruel with it. But Dirge, I think, is taking a different point of view at this point. So he's going to say, it's like that hooked something in his head. You think power lets you do anything, free from consequences.
Well, yes. You can't look at the world and tell me I'm wrong.
So he's not saying the strong have the duty to protect the weak, but I'm going to say, from his experience, power corrupts. You'd do well to remember that.
Oh, I hope so. A little corruption sounds fun. I spent centuries as the victim of a corrupt man. It was the mind flayers that plucked me away from that. They gave me a gift. The strength to take my own freedom. I'm embracing this power. You should too.
So currently, Astarion's kind of like Team Illithids. He's like, these tadpoles are giving me power. I can walk in the daylight now. I can do all these things that I couldn't do before as a vampire. And so Dirge is seeing warning signs. You know, maybe he doesn't remember his past, but maybe he's had friends who have, you know, been corrupted by power and things, and maybe this is triggering something in him. So yeah, at this point he's not feeling like he can really trust Astarion, and you know, even if he was considering giving the Book of Thay to Astarion, this is kind of cemented in his mind that he's better off wielding the power, because you know, absolute power corrupts absolutely. And yeah, at the moment he's kind of thinking, I'm going to sneak off and I'm going to read this Book of Thay. I'm not giving this Astarion now. So I'm going to have him crouch. So he's back in his little haunt. So if you remember when I first introduced Dirge, he'd kind of been hanging out in here, kind of spying on everybody. So almost like, you know, like a frightened cat. Like, you know, cats like to go and kind of like find some kind of like dark nook and cranny, like to hide out in. And he's kind of doing that. He's kind of got like layer mode behavior. And we're going to read the Book of Thay. Now, unfortunately, there are going to be people in the background, like when we tried to read it in the last episode, but we're just going to pretend they're not there, I think. Let's have a read.
As you look into the book's amethyst eyes, you can almost hear a voice. You just have to open the book, and it will be yours forever. Beneath the allure, you feel the faintest echo of torment. There is great power in this book, but also great suffering.
We surely shouldn't leave such a threat out, where anyone could stumble across it.
So pretend Will's not there. So we do have the option to give it to Astarion. You can also give it to Gale. He's another person who can read it. In my playthrough that I've just done, I gave it to Shadowheart. I really like the idea of Shadowheart having necromancy spells. I don't know, it's something because she's like a cleric and she's really good and nice, but she's also got this darkness to her, so that worked really well. But in this playthrough, Dirge is my necromancer. I've decided. So we're gonna open the book.
The book's pull is irresistible. You feel changed, bettered for having opened it. Suddenly you are capable of anything. Felling mountains, darkening suns, conversing with the dead. So much promised. But what is sought in return? Glyphs shift gently before your eyes. Words slip into your mind, onto your lips, forming words you don't understand. And something is trying to reply.
I'm gonna say again with Dirge having this dark past, like he is a killer basically, and he's created a lot of dead. So they like I like thematically this idea of like the dead are calling to him. It's kind of like his conscious is calling to him. He's being kind of tormented by his past, and so this is kind of like why I think it's appropriate for Dirge to have like the necromancy and the reviving of the dead skills. Now something else I learned that I didn't previously know, and again I've played this game for I've got like thousands of hours in this game at this point, and I didn't know this until this week. If you hover over these, it actually tells you information about are you going to have any advantage or not before you roll. So you can see here a saving throw is going to be a straight saving throw, but over here like my charisma is going to give me a +2, and I'm also going to have a little bit of an advantage from being a sorcerer. So yeah, we're going to go for the special option, sorcerer charisma. Stay on the page, listen to the book, try to connect with the magic bound within it. So here we go, and this is why I took the necklace of Lae'zel, because I want to give myself guidance as that kind of backup. So we should be okay. It's only a difficulty class of 5. First roll of the day, we got a 6. A 6 up to an 11. Okay, that's good. We'll take it.
The glyphs swarm impatiently. The book wants you to turn the page, to delve deeper. It's hungry.
Again, we get a special option, sorcerer, charisma, refuse the book, muster your willpower and face the magic to reveal its nature, force the magic to reveal its nature. Okay, getting a bit harder now. We've got a DC of 10. Okay, we're doing it, we're smashing it.
The glyphs seem to burn your inner eye, outraged at your denial. Within the pages, you feel a feral thrashing. Living magic, driven mad by what it was used for. Necromancy. The magical energies of all living things were stolen, corrupted, and sealed in this vile book. It wants someone to share in its insanity.
Well, we're already a little bit insane, so it might as well be Dirge. My palms are sweaty, knees weak, mom spaghetti. It's very warm and muggy and humid in the UK today. If I look a bit sickly, it's just my kind of like yellow lights. It's necromancy themed. And yeah, so this is why I'm not wearing the wig as well, because it's just too hot. I wouldn't have been able to stand it. So, okay, let's concentrate your energy on the book. The book will not have power over us. Nothing will have power over us. We will master this book. Concentrate your energy on the book. Channel a sense of calm onto its pages. We did it. I was worried there for a second.
The voices falter. The anger quells. The magic seems to grow still and quiet, like a soothed beast.
Turn the page.
Nothing. Just old parchment covered in arcane symbols. The magic sleeps.
Well, that was a bit of a letdown. This is a continued quest. We have to kind of like find something else to kind of access the later part of the book. But yeah, that's it. That's good for now.
The heavy cover thumps shut with a strange finality.
Secrets of the Necromancer. So we, what do I want to say here? So had Astarion been with us, we would have lost like, I think it's on like 10 kind of companion points, what are they called, approval points for that. If we hadn't have given it to him, he would have been quite upset. So that's why I kind of chose to sneak away and not tell him. But I feel like, again, we've got the Speak of the Dead necklace, so necromancy really suits him. Let's send this back to Lae'zel. So I've just given the guidance pendant back to Lae'zel. Now Dirge at the moment has done something behind Astarion's back. He's kind of like read that book that he know Astarion was interested in. Dirge isn't necessarily trusting Astarion very much at this moment, so I think what we need to do is maybe regroup slightly and maybe have a think about whether we want Astarion in our group tomorrow or not, let's have a quick chat with Lae'zel.
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zaithis can cleanse an embedded tadpole.
So, yeah, I think this is Dirge making up his mind that, okay, the tadpole thing is worrying me. Astarion is very tadpole pro. Maybe we need to actually get that tadpole out of his head ASAP. So I think he's going to be thinking maybe the creche is more important than the goblin camp. I think as well, Dirge is probably more inclined for self-preservation than preserving the Druid's Grove and the goblins. So I think he's prioritizing the creche. So he's going to say, are you sure the creche is our only path to a cure?
Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
Books, you say? Speaking of books, that kind of wisdom is very valuable.
Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
Well, maybe it's a good idea to go to the creche, get some more information about this book we're reading, you know? Let's finish these dialogues. Do you know much about Mind Flayers?
I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
Alright, calm down. Do you know what happens if we don't find a cure?
Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a Mind Flayer is born.
So, again, like, Dirge likes Lae'zel. He admires how tough she is and how upfront and direct she is and serious. You know, a lot of the same qualities there. And he really doesn't want to be a Mind Flayer. He kind of hates the Illithids for what they've done to him. So, yeah, going finding the creche, pleasing Lae'zel, this is now #1 priority for him. A loathsome fate, one I intend to avoid.
Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
You're worried we haven't changed? This is good news.
Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Okay, at this point, I just kind of want to clear this dialogue, so we're going to go, you look so unusual. Githyanki are rare in these parts. We could say he's trying to figure out where the Githyanki creche might be located by saying they're rare, so...
I expect I am your first.
I've crossed paths with Githyanki before. Again, he's quite worldly. He's killed a lot of people. Some of them are probably Giths.
And they didn't cut you from navel to neck. Well, perhaps they were otherwise occupied. I am still getting used to people like you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. Those diminutive scales of yours look like mistakes.
Come now. Are they really that bad?
You look out of proportion. An oversized lizard with delusions of grandeur. No matter. I don't intend to keep my eyes trained on you for longer than necessary.
Okay. So I'm gonna say there is like I promise we're gonna go and look for the Githyanki Crash tomorrow. So we're gonna have I'm actually gonna have Will, Karlak, and Lae'zel for Group B tomorrow, and then Cordy can just go ahead and grab Astarion. There we go, group. So yeah, like that's the plan, because I'm gonna say, Dirge says to Astarion, you know, you're really sneaky, Shadowheart's really sneaky, the Group A are determined to go and look for this goblin camp, they're very enthusiastic about clearing, you know, protecting the tieflings in Druid's Grove, and yeah, maybe they need someone, he's gonna like flatter Astarion and talk you into this, he's gonna say maybe they need someone who is a good fighter, you know, they need someone who's really stealthy, who's going to keep them safe because they're kind of doing this recon mission, so he's going to sell it to him like that, but really he just needs a bit of space from him. Okay, let's sleep. Okay, and again, I feel like when they wake up, Lae'zel is like eager to go. She's like backpack on,
Let's get going.
sword sharpened. She's like, let's get out of here and find that Githyanki Crash. You know, she understands the urgency of not turning into a mind flayer. So Team B, I think what I'm going to do is teleport down to the Blighted Village. They were in Druid's Grove, but we'll say they went back and met up with Team A again. And then we're going to kind of like head over this way.
Corpses.
We've got a little bit of information about roughly where we might find the crash, because we found Zoru, because we found that tiefling. I feel like we have a rough idea that the crash might be in this direction. Let's run over here. Oh, it's saving. That's a bad sign. I'm scared. I feel like there's a treasure chest here. Let me just get them to run over and check. Yay.
What's that?
Okay, what do we have here? Okay. Not a lot. And then, yeah, I guess we'll kind of... I think it's like northwest, we've been told, so I think it's this direction. Do you remember we even like looked through the telescope and could see a red dragon? The Githyanki ride red dragons specifically, so yeah, I think we've got a good idea of the direction. This is kind of near where we met Karlak, kind of up the road from the toll house. Dirge is going to have eyes on these hyenas and he's going to think, well, that's not the direction we need to go in, so maybe we're just going to kind of avoid those. We don't want to unnecessarily get into a hyena fight right now. It looks like there's been some kind of... I don't know, it definitely looks like... Oh gosh, there's a knoll. There's a knoll. Yeah, we do know that there's knolls in this area, so we definitely want to avoid those. You know, the Scratch told us there were knolls. We found all those dead knolls outside the toll house. So, yeah, not looking to have a scrap with the knolls right now. But let's just jump down here. I feel like Dirge saw these as he was coming over, so he thought we'll go and loot those.
Soldiers at rest. I bet those bones have some stories to tell.
Okay. What do we have here? Silver band. Nothing too special. I'm going to send that scale mail back to camp because that's heavy. Also, just kind of show you what's along here, because I don't think we're going to come back this way again. There's this rock here. Sorry, my camera angles are awful.
Curious.
And if I use tab mode, there's a bloodstone there. Cool. I think that's all there is. Let me know if I'm missing anything there. It seems to be the rock itself. What if I smash the rock? I can't smash it. Can I? Yeah, I don't know what I'm meant to do with that. Let me know if I'm missing something there. Along here, there are some kind of things to grab. Some myrgrass. you know, bits and bobs like that. If we carry on going along here, this is going to take us to where we jumped off across the river and kind of met Karlach down there. So yeah, that's the way we've been. So let's go back this way, and where are we? I'm sorry guys, I've actually been playing with somebody who's really frustrating with the camera. So I know how annoying it is when the camera angles are awful. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and climb back up over here. And again, keeping well away from those knolls. Let's go ahead and crouch.
Breathe
just because we definitely want to
move with care. Time to press
sneak
ahead.
past them. Not that Dirge is scared of them, just that he doesn't want to time waste by getting into an unnecessary altercation when he's looking for a way to not become an illithid thrall, you know. And there's a book here we can have a quick look at. There you go, you can just pause and have a read of that if you'd like. And I'm gonna grab it and take it. Maybe maybe it'll come back around. Yeah, and keep going over here. Awesome crocus. Yeah, so knolls over there, so again, don't want to go that way. Keep going this way. I feel like we're safe enough to kind of like stand up now.
Open up.
Keep looting. Alright, and something's going on here. It seems like there's been some sort
Never
of
wanted the easy
battle
path.
of some description.
Smoke. Something's burning.
Just very quickly before we talk to that lady, there's a waypoint over here, so I'm just going to go and activate that just in case the others need to come and hang out with us, and then we'll kind of go back in here and see what all the fuss is about. Let's talk to this lady. Fist recruit Ephraim.
I should speak up.
He of the unsleeping eyes, grant me the might to carry this burden. Grant me the faith to face darkness without fear.
So because we're from Baldur's Gate, we recognise what they're wearing, that they're Flaming Fists. Flaming Fists are kind of like the police force or guards that patrol Baldur's Gate. He's not going to say that though, it's kind of harsh, looks like he wasn't cut out to be a Flaming Fist. He might be thinking it. He's just going to go, what the hell's happened here?
A massacre. Drow and goblins slaughtered the lot. Please, just leave me be.
Drow and goblins, you say? Funny, we're actually looking for a camp of drow and goblins. She's not in the mood to talk though, unfortunately. Let's go see if we can get some information out of anyone else. There's this lady here.
Someone needs help.
Can't you see the inn is burning? Help, or get out of the way!
I don't know, I think we might need to help these people. There's also this guy. Oh, dude, don't run away. Let me talk to you. Is there anything special in there?
We'll never put this fire out. You're better off helping anyone trapped inside.
All right, I do have a plan. I do have a strategy for this. I'm going to ungroup Karlach. And I'm going to go ahead and get her to have a potion of fire resistance. Now, she has fire resistance anyway because of her infernal heritage. But we're just gonna we're just gonna give her like double fire protection. It does make a difference in my experience. We're not gonna loot these bodies. Karlach is a good person. She's like, I need to save people. I can hear people shouting for help. Let me see if there's another way in, because the people down here are struggling to get through that door. So she's like, oh, what if I go up there? Loot this lady though before we go through. Oh, I can hear someone crying for help. I should try and talk like Karlach. Hey up, I can hear someone crying for help in there. Gonna break down the door with our axe. Dude, here he is, let's help.
Fire! Hurry! Get this thing off me!
Easy peasy, we're a barbarian. We've got strength. This wreckage is no challenge. Cast it aside. I should be better at that accent because it's like so close to my own, like regionally. We've got advantage, we've got this, let's do it. Do we have it? No, we don't. Lag, girl, roll again. I want to save this man's life. I spoke too soon. Nat 20, there we go. Come on, Carly, you're strong. You can take the heat. You've got this.
Yes! You did it! Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You might want to get out of here. This place is still burning. We are in turn-based mode, but I feel like he's probably going to get himself out if I exit turn-based mode, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to come in and grab some stuff as we kind of run through. I'm going to grab that note off there. I think there's a book there, is there? Let's grab that. Again, this place is definitely on fire, and Karlach is taking minimal damage, so she's fine. Grab this book off this table, pick up. We're going to grab this chest, pick up, and we're going to grab this chest, pick up. Actually, we can just open that chest, that's fine. Yeah, there we go. So I'm not going to spend time trying to lockpick a chest in a burning house, but if we exit through this place, we can take it to Astarion in a minute, basically, is what I'm thinking. I can hear someone else shouting as well, but let's clear an escape route first. I think they're in this room. Let's help.
Down the hatch.
Come. I'm afraid proper thanks must wait.
Real good, lady. You get out of here. I'm going to see if there's any more survivors. So I'm going to switch over to Dirge now, because this lady's going to kind of run it out, I think. I don't want to break that door down, because then the people are going to go in there. Oh, there she is. She's healing herself. She's fine. She made it. Councillor Floric. Come on, lady. There we go. She's making her way out. All good. Here she is.
Councillor Floric, are you all right?
Will, by the maimed God, what's become of you?
A story best left for calmer days. Now breathe deeply. Are you in pain?
Scorched throat. A few hairs singed off. Nothing a bit of time and fresh air can't cure. Gauntlet, a new duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Alder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Report to the Manip and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke.
On your command, Councillor.
No, it can't be. You mean they've taken my...
Yes, Will. The Drow have your father.
Okay, well, our priorities just changed. Ravengard. I know that name.
As well you should. He is the great champion of the Council. Commander of the Flaming Fist. The binding force holding Baldur's Gate together. Without him, the city faces collapse. In fact, I fear that may have been the intention of those who abducted him. Will, you must hold little love for your father. But please, find him and return him to the city.
Trust us to see it through, Councillor.
Why would Will hold little love for his father? What do I want to say here? Right, we know that the cult is based at Moonrise Towers. That's where the Drow are. That's where the goblins are. That's what we're looking for. So that's what we're going to say. We're going to give her that information. The Absolute's cult is based at Moonrise Towers. That's where they'll have taken the Duke.
Moonrise Towers, along the old road. That place is cursed. Few could survive there, unless darker forces are at work. This was no random attack. The Grand Duke was their target.
We're not helping. Of course we're helping. It's Will's dad. I'll search for Duke Ravengard.
Thank you. When the Grand Duke returns to the city, He'll hail his only son, a hero. Approach the towers with care. The land itself has been swallowed in shadow. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can. Remember, Will, courage is found in the battle against fear, not in the defeat of it.
So Father said. I won't soon forget.
Fist to work.
So we get a choice now. We can only take one. There's the sparky points. There's the spell sprinkler. The spell sparkler, which we actually have. We got that from one of the seller people, the traders. I really like this. Now, what you go for is up to you. It depends on your playstyle. But the jolt shooter, electric blood. When the wielder deals damage using this weapon, they gain 2 lightning charges. I love my lightning charges, so I mean, they all give lightning charges, but I think the jolt shooter is where it's at. The only problem is that it's a longbow, which means that not everybody is going to be proficient with it. You can see Dirge isn't proficient with it, but we'll figure out who we want to give that to in a moment. Now, before I talk to Will, I kind of want to get Karlach out of that burning building. So let's just have a quick look around, see if there's anything else. There's this case file. Let's grab that.
Gimme.
Again, we're not kind of hanging around in here. We're just going to kind of grab stuff and run. The household prayer is that Wilhelmw to judge thing that we've already seen. Is there any like fancy clothing in here? Or there's some gold? Because yeah, I'd like a change of clothes. You know, I want to be fancy. Doesn't seem like there necessarily is. There's this locked door here, which do you know what? Karlach smash. And then this is going to make her a bit grumpy because there's this book here. No cause for alarm. So we've got a little bit more tiefling propaganda here, anti-tiefling propaganda. An illustration of a burning city introduces this book's frenzied summary of Elturgod's recent history. People of the Sword Coast, there is no cause for alarm. You have no doubt heard of the harrowing events that befell the city of Elturel. The entire city dispatched to the hells. Perhaps you have also heard of the deranged gossip and rumours that a similar cataclysmic atrocity may befall the city of Baldur's Gate. Have no fear. The so-called holy city of Elturel has in fact been a foul pit of devil worshippers. So slander. From the ruling classes to the common folk, the citizens were touched by the infernal. Yeah, so they were already tieflings before the city got dragged to Elturel. Whether it's in their blood from birth or they were seduced by its power, they were evil to the core. Elturel invited its own doom. Baldur's Gate is far from perfect, but anyone, their use of capital letters is also me when I get like in Karen mode. Anyone who believes the rot runs as deep as in Elturel is either mad or an Elturgodian propagandist. The fists will defend our city with their very lives if they must, and I promise you that no infernal conspiracies infect the minds and souls of our noble dukes and patriarchs. A history of contempt. Have we already forgotten that before this latest madness, Elturel was infested with the undead? Should we forget the aggressive expansion of Elturgod? That they have never been our friends. Vigilance will protect us. Do not be alarmed. So there's a bit of snobbery there. You can get the vibe of what Baldur's Gate is like from that book. Okay, let's keep going. Let's have a quick look in here. Anything in here worth looting before the whole place burns down? There is on the ground floor, there's quite a lot of like camp supplies and things, but again, I'll just get those off camera because you guys don't want to see me loot all the things. There's a few bodies in here. What's this? Hey, idiot! You left a snot rag on my kitchen table. I haven't thrown it out yet. A lot of times I want to push you into a pit of snakes, but sometimes you say something so stupid and funny, I think about it for days. Don't panic. Let's talk when you're home. Be safe out there. Rhea. Oh, so it kills me when they have these little notes on them that tell you about like their families, their friends, the people that love them. It's so sad. There we go, just some camp supplies and things. So yeah, I'm not going to go ahead and loot all the things now. I'll come back and do that off camera. Over here though, if you want to get into this little room a different way, there's like a little burrow hole. It just leads outside to this little area. Yeah, just there's some good camp supplies in here though, some sausages and things, which I guess I'll grab because I'm already here. But yeah, that's pretty much it for what I want to explore in this room. So let's bash our way back out and go and catch up with the group. We will talk to Will. I do see that he has a big exclamation mark over his head, but I want to kind of do that just before we leave, actually. What happened? What did that woman say? So they're having a little catch up. Let's go and check in on that guy that we rescued as well. Karlach would be concerned about him. The guy that she pulled out of the rubble. Oh, he seems a bit upset.
Miri. No. Gods, no, no, no. You should have stayed. You should have been with me.
How did you two get separated?
I was in our room. We had a fight. If I just kept my mouth shut about that bloody dowry, she'd still be here.
What was that about, a dowry?
It's for a sister's wedding. I made a stupid joke about keeping it. We argued about it for hours. Then she took the dowry and left. She said I'd never see her again. She was right.
I feel like, again, Karlach's just happy to be alive, so count your blessings, at least you're alive, does suit her. But I want to be a bit more sympathetic. You know, she's a nice person. This isn't on you. There was no way you could have known.
I'm sorry, Miri. I'm so sorry. Please, just go. I need a moment with her.
I've got a mate, right? You can speak with the dead. Let's ask her where the dowry is. So if I go back over to Dirge,
how many died today?
We can go ahead and use our speak with the dead spell. Maybe we'll use it on, I don't know, this dead goblin. We can say that Dirge is out there doing this because he wants more information about where the goblin camp is, what they're doing with Will's dad.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
What were you doing at the inn?
Reading, burning, killing.
Well, I can see that. Why did you target the inn?
Kidnap the Duke for the Absolute.
Okay. Where were you trying to take the Duke? Let's be sure.
Take prisoners to Moonrise.
Okay. Suspicions confirmed. Theory confirmed. Did you leave any survivors? Oh wait, why? Why were you after the Duke?
Absolute wants him.
Why though? Was your mission successful?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
I guess it died before
the
it found
spell's
out.
power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Okay. Let's loot those bodies. You have to be careful because some of them are red. These are like the friends of the Flaming Fist who are still hanging around there. There's this drow over here that we can recast Speak with the Dead on.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
So I'm not going to ask was the raid successful again because he died, he doesn't know, so we'll get the same response. Who are you?
Faerun.
What was your profession? I mean, we can see he was a raider, but...
Male.
Okay, yeah, because the drow, and again, my character Cordia is a drow female. The drow of Menzo Branson and the Underdark are a matriarchal society. They're a matriarchal race. So his profession was male. His profession was man. It's kind of like, you know, yeah, male drow are just treated the way historically men have treated women in the real world. So yeah, that's... And again, just to remind you that Cordia, my character, is a follower of Alistair, and Alistair is more about fairness and light and, you know, respecting each other rather than kind of dominating, which is more of the realm of the bad goddess love. Where are you from?
From Sharmuth. Before the Absolute.
Sharmuth to me sounds like a British like seaside town, like Bournemouth. I'm from Sharmuth. How did you die?
Archer. Roof. Should have seen.
Okay, do you know, I think he has some interesting armor on there. That drow armor? If we're going into the goblin camp,
Should mind my step.
maybe it wouldn't be such a bad idea to put some drow armor on and kind of look the part. You know, we could wear a disguise. So I'm going to take
Drowcraft
that.
armor. No magic left, though. The sun's too bright.
Yeah, definitely a good disguise. Okay. Is there anyone else I can use Speak with the Dead on? This lady here. So this is a Flaming Fist. So we've seen a Goblin, a Drow, they're both the bad guys. Flaming Fist Mercenary are the ones that were working with Councillor Floric to keep Duke Ravengard safe.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
What happened to the Duke?
The corpse remains silent. She doesn't know.
Who are you?
Gauntlet. Marilla. Flaming Fist.
Where are you from? Baldur's Gate?
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. Do you know of any survivors? Anyone else we can help while we're here?
Dead or dying.
I guess not then. Okay. So let's head upstairs. Back to, and again, there's lots of people to loot. I'll do that off camera. I'm going to show you again on camera. I'm just going to show you where the good stuff is, as far as I'm aware. Oh gosh, everybody's following me. You didn't all have to come. Well, in that case, I guess we'll leave Karlach ungrouped for a second. Oh, Ishbak. Mine. Yoink. Let's do Speak with the Dead with this guy's partner here. Find out where she's put that dowry. See if we can return it to him. You know, it was for her sister's wedding.
You're a medium? You're going to speak to her? Could you ask her something for me?
Maybe. What do you want me to ask?
The dowry. She'd know where it is.
Ask his question.
Dowry for sister in barn.
The barn? She must mean one of the empty buildings behind the inn. I trust you to get it for me. I can't leave her.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
We can do that. Yeah, we can help. Why were you at the inn?
From Eltergard. Traveling. Sister's wedding.
Who are you?
Mireleth. Farmer.
How did you die?
Finding husband Benrin inside. Door locked. Trapped. Fire.
We know where he is. He's right next to us. Well, there we go. Like, they seem like good people. They seem like decent people. They're just like farmers and they were traveling to the sister's wedding. I want to help them. Again, Dirge is learning to be a good person as well. Like, and he's surrounded by all these people, like, you know, like Will and Karlach and Cordia, who have that moral compass. So he's like, all right, I'll do the right thing. So he's going to come back down and tell Karlach what he's found out.
Thanks.
And she's going to go and look for this thing. So here's the barn behind the inn. Okay, we didn't get any kind of like perception check there, but I think it's in the haystack.
Hey, There's a chest in here.
There we go. So we can open that up, and here we go. Here's the dowry ring. So we can go and return that to that guy. Before we do, I want to take a little detour back here. I think there's like loads of water in these potatoes. Oh, camp supplies. So again, I'll come back and just loot all these things kind of off camera. Unless there's... Oh, do you know what? I wonder if there's like a thing to dig up there, maybe. How do I get around the back of it itself? I don't actually know. Is it this way? Let's go this way. Yeah. Because I saw something outside that I wanted to look at. So we'll run through. Again, because Karlach's got the potion of fire resistance and she's already got fire resistance, she's got like double fire resistance. I didn't think that, yeah, can no longer burn. So yeah, she's good. Look here, what's this? Stolen property, reward offered. In the act of craven vandalism that has not been diminished by the intervening years, the statue of the beloved ranger was callously torn from its central marketplace in Baldur's Gate and is still yet to be found. I know what this is. Though it has been some time since a replica was erected in the place, the collective and concerned citizens of the Wide remains convinced that the original statue is still out there somewhere and is willing to bestow a hefty sum upon whoever might assist with its retrieval, no questions asked. We urge the thieves in question to consider this art piece was commissioned not to offend but to inspire. Indeed, the bold adventurer depicted is no real person living or dead, but a metaphor for the city itself, standing solid and stern upon its foundations, gazing outward but still clutching tight to its heart the warmth of hope, represented here as a small and fuzzy hamster. So this is a reference to previous games, so some of you may be familiar. Please find the hope in your heart and return to a blighted city, its beloved ranger. Raise a hand in help and we shall fill it with gold. So I'm going to keep hold of this because this is going to come back around. But yeah, I'm glad I went to investigate that. Okay, Karlach, head back over, please. So we've done pretty much everything that I want to do in this specific area. There is more to do kind of around here, but at this point, I feel like we need to go and get the rest of the team. You know, finding Will's dad is quite a priority. So yeah, we're going to go and kind of meet back up with them. Dirge, time to have a quick chat with Will.
Shit. You can put distance between you and yesterday, but you'll never leave it fully behind. Father's words. Hard to argue with them. Floric spoke true. I'm a Grand Duke's son.
Well, he's not just any Grand Duke. He's Ulder Ravengard, the most influential duke in the city.
I love that Karlach is just like fangirling there. She's so cute. What do I want to say? So we've got all these like... I knew this in the back of my mind. Ravengard's son left the gate. I recall some of the things about the gate, but having a son who's... I'm not interested in your lineage. I can't trust you if you keep so many secrets. First Mizora, now this. Aren't you worried your father's been abducted? The choice is clear, we rescue him. I'm going to say, because we might get some more dialogue, I knew this in the back of my mind. Ravengard's son left the gate. That's Will. Will left the gate.
You heard right. My father and I were close once upon a time, until he disowned me and cast me out of Baldur's Gate. I can't tell you more. The pact forbids it. My lips are quite literally sealed. He made me an exile. That said, I'm not about to let him suffer at the hands of his captors.
What do you think the Drow want with your father?
I've been asking myself the same question. What makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Menzoberranzan would have little use for my father. No, this is no Drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction. His absence alone will sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast.
So this definitely sounds like a strategic plan by this Absolute to take over Baldur's Gate. So yeah, I feel like this is quite important now. You shouldn't keep secrets like this from me, Will.
I know, and you're right. My story is one of two men. The Blade of Frontiers, a man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Will Ravengard, a memory of a memory, a man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind.
Okay, so at this point he's going to be like, right, we need to go and find the others. They're going to the goblin camp. If they find out any information about Will's dad, you know, we need to know. They need this information. Let's go and regroup. So that's their plan at this point. All right, so back to Group A, and we can see what they've been up to in this bit. Wait, who wants to talk? Oh, Gale. Oh dear, he needs more magic.
Private word would be nice.
He needs to eat a ring or something.
My condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile.
Give Gale a magical artifact. Okay, so do you know, I was gonna give him Cormier's locket, but I wonder if I keep hold of that, if that's gonna be useful at some point. What do I want to give him? I don't want to give him anything. I like all my things. It's gonna have to be Cormier's locket. Yeah, because I'm not gonna use dancing lights. Okay, fine.
Thank you. It is a strange experience. Each time anew. Like her. Lost soul is spelunking through the darkness that is me, only to be sacrificed on the dread altar of the heart. Somehow the second artifact hasn't had the effect of the first. It's somewhat relieved the discomfort, but I fear my hunger hasn't quite...
Are you alright? Is there anything I can do to help you?
You do plenty for me, more than you realize. But this cannot be remedied. The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It's not like the last time, like a rainstorm that quells a forest fire. It merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle, the fire remains undefeated. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Please, I need to think. I need to retrace my steps to a glade of calm and think. Thank you for the artifact. A great deal of trouble it was too. A great deal of trouble indeed.
Sorry if you're noticing my cursor kind of like jumping into those dialogue scenes. I'm trying to keep it out, but for some reason there's something like pulling on the wire, and so it keeps on like drifting back into the cutscenes. So sorry about that, guys. Okay, Gale, you had me worried there for a second. Okay, I'm glad you're okay now. Okay, team, let's go and look for this goblin camp. Let's go back to the Blighted Village. I like as well that we all kind of look like we could be drow, right? Like, I am a drow, so they're going to see me first. Astarion definitely looks like he could be drow with his white hair and his pale skin. I don't know. We can definitely pass as like a little group of drow, I think. You know, at least at a glance. Especially if I'm doing the talking. So yeah, I feel like we're almost like in disguise going scouting out this goblin camp. So we can go down, I think this way. Where do I want to go here? No, over this way. So down here is where we saw Auntie Ethel talking with the two brothers. Do you remember we like had to knock them out to stop them getting killed? But over here, I think there's like a treasure chest or something. So we'll just bob over here and get that.
More for me.
Come on, everybody. There we go. Do I still have the headband of intellect? I do. Okay, good. decent amount of camp supplies. I'm just going to go and send those straight to camp because they look heavy. Sweet. All right, and then, oh, I'm glad Gale's got his cat. And let's go and head up this way as well. So here we go. This is where the goblin camp is. Yeah, we should be all right going in there. I think we can probably talk our way in. But let's go and, again, scout out a little bit. Let's go up here, too. And kind of get a view on the place. Sorry, my camera is very today.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
What's that?
That is another treasure chest that we can dig up. Here we go. Sweet, some spells for my boy. Right, so yeah, can definitely get a little bit of a view of this place. There's like this guy down here. You see one of them gnolls up close, proper scary. We've definitely found the right place. I don't know if this is Moonrise Towers. We do know that it's kind of like a Selûnite temple. Yeah, this looks like the headquarters, basically, of the goblins. But there's Sazza. Cody would be like, oh, Sazza, hi, bestie. This angry little goblin that she let out of prison. Just go running straight up there. Come on.
I'll tell the guards what's what.
Okay. We can go and talk to Sazza's friends now.
Goblins ahead. What do we... Well, look who's getting dragged back. And by such high company. How badly did you mess up?
Can it? I know something Ragslim will want to hear.
Yeah? What's that?
I've been in some druid's grove. This one sprang me. Now move over so I can tell Ragslim myself.
Hold on. Where are the raiders?
Dead. Every last one.
Ragslin's other drow friend won't be happy to hear that.
She'll be happy enough when I tell her where them looters is holding up. Let me through.
Go on. I ain't gonna hold up a drow.
Come on. Gotta let the drow true soul know where them looters is. We'll be heroes.
Okay, so Cody is realising we've got a bit of a problem now because we don't want Sazza to tell this army of really quite mean people where Druid's Grove is. We don't want to out the location of Druid's Grove, so now she's starting to realise that she may have got herself into a problem. Okay, let's talk to this guy again a little bit more.
Your, Excelness?
Why is there walk poo there? Ooh. Tell me, what can I expect inside?
Lads are celebrating the raid on Joaquin's Rest. We captured a duke, we did, all the way from the city. I'm sure the higher-ups will make sure you get the best of the spoils, Your Excelness. The boss is in the temple inside. Minthara, too. And Priestess Gut can show you how many new recruits we got.
The boss is in the temple inside, Minthara 2 and Priestess Gut. Okay. So that's going to be those 3 goblin leaders. I'm looking for a druid named Halsin. Where is he?
I don't know any Halsin, Your Excelness.
I heard he was captured breaking into this very camp.
Oh, one of them thieves? If he ain't dead, he's in the pits with the rest of them.
The pits? He couldn't be somewhere pleasant sounding, could he? Better still be alive.
If this is the state of their camp, how bad must the pits be?
Down in the pits, no less. Sounds ominous among creatures that love blood sports. Better step to it.
Okay. Right, so we've got a lead on Halsin, who's like the previous boss of the Druid's Grove, the one that everybody loved. So we can check him out. Do I want to try and speak with the animals on these wargs? Maybe I do. Let's cast that.
Whip you for your giblets. Got thick giblets. What
These giblets are not for you, sir. How about Small Claw? Is he any nicer?
Touch me, and I'll bleed you out.
Okay, keep your wargs on a leash, please. They're a menace. Let's go and talk with these people up here as well. See if we can suss out the place a little bit more.
And the Knoll gnawed her arm clean off. So much for the flaming fist, eh?
I think he's just told me a huge story, apparently. I would know what a flaming fist is because I'm from Baldur's Gate, so they're the guards that we just saw at Joaquin's Rest. So these people were on the raid on Joaquin's Rest, where they captured Will's dad, but Cuddy currently has no idea about any of that. Sounds like a bloody scrap. Where did you see that?
You ain't here. We sacked Joaquin's Rest and left it to burn. Drow flinging magic, Knoll snapping off heads. Inn's nothing but a pile of ash by now. Glorious.
Were there any survivors?
Bunch of prisoners got towed to Moonrise. City snobs mostly. But the flaming fist? Pile of smoking corpses.
Well done. Good raiding, sir. Again, she's kind of trying to disguise herself as like one of the drow bosses. Do you happen to know the way to Moonrise?
I figured a drow would know the broken road. Take the north path. It winds you around shore as sunshine till you reach the Taz.
Okay, we have a plan. What do these people have to say?
Tribe?
Tribe? Say nothing.
Tribe!
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 Okay, I don't know what that meant, but I think we got away with it.
Looking at a future true soul, your ladyship. Boss Ragslin says I'm next in line.
Oh, congratulations. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so the Goblin Camp is right in front of us. Definitely looks like the place. Selûnite Temple, it's been defaced. Shadowheart, what do you think about that?
Most would think us mad for wandering right into the middle of a goblin war clan. I suppose that goes to demonstrate just how desperate we are.
I love you, marry me. Gale?
Goblins aren't known for their cleanliness, but by Mistress Mantle, this place is rotten. The fewer breaths we take here, the better.
Agreed. Look at how Astarian's looking at her. He's looking at her neck. Astarian.
Drink it in. That sweet, sweet chaos. Not that I approve of goblins, of course, filthy little beasts, but I do like a good den of debauchery.
What do you think is waiting for us at Moonrise Towers?
Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
Alright, so I think what I'm going to have them do is just kind of crouch here and let them kind of like check out what's going on. No, everybody come over here. I want you to be tucked away in the corner, please. Good enough. Right, back to Dirge. Okay, here we are at the bridge to the Goblins' camp. Dirge is pretty confident he's just going to waltz straight in there. He's like, I need to find my friends. They're in here somewhere.
Stop fidgeting.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
What?
Again, Dirge's methods are maybe slightly different. The noise coming behind you, good or bad?
Depends who you are. We're celebrating a raid. No better time in camp than this. Get yourself a bit of fun before it dries up.
A raid? On what? He knows fine well on what.
Ripped the guts out of Joaquin's rest, we did. Inns are good for gutting. Lads even captured some Duke. Worth celebrating, that is.
It's funny Will doesn't have anything to comment on that. Right, okay. We don't like these people. These people are responsible for taking Will's dad. They've just admitted it, so I don't know how I feel about this. Oh, where's Karlach? Hang on, Karlach's not with us. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Karlach. Map. Blighted Village. Here she comes. Okay, come and join us, Karlach. Group. Because I think Karlach might be up for a little bit of a fight here. Again, these guys messed up Will's dad. We're Dirge, we're not taking any prisoners. And I know there's companion approval for this, so I'm just going to do this. It's such a silly thing to do, but...
A great taut drum sits before you. One strike would likely ring for miles, alerting goblin reinforcements.
Bang the drum with an open palm.
You have alerted them.
I let you in, and you raised the alarm anyway. Hurts my feelings, that does. Backup's coming. Reckon I'll tell them you were an intruder after all.
Go ahead, see how that works out for you. Okay, fingers crossed this doesn't go horribly, horribly wrong. Oh. Missile snaring. Do it. Thank you, gloves. You got pretty good initiative on us there, to be honest. Okay, let's start smashing people. Again, we want retaliation for Druid's Grove, so main hand weapon attack. Yeah, we're just going in. 40%, 35, 45. Let's go for the warg.
I will not know failure.
Oh no! Oh, I should have bumped up a dexterity first. Try and daze him. Oh, I keep missing! Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try and go for this guy then. 35% though. Oh! There we go. We got a hit on him. Okay, cool. We've got this, guys. We're gonna be fine.
Battle favors the fearless.
Okay, what do we want to do? Probably Burning Hands. Okay, Will, can you get down here? And can you Burning Hands? Oh, I'm sad that I can't get more of them. We'll just go with what we can. Walk down. Can we... Do we want to hilt smash? Yeah, let's... yeah, let's hilt smash this guy. We might be able to take him out. Oh my god, why are they all missing? Ah! Sad times. Right, we're fine, we're fine. We're gonna stand our ground.
Can't even catch my breath.
Dirge. What have you got, mate? Got things like Ice Knife. You get those two with Ice Knife. Let's try that. Okay, he's prone, so that's good. Let me fly over there. Actually, how many hit points does he have? Let me take out that one. I'm gonna fly down there. Oh, that was my bonus action? Damn, I thought it was free. Ah, I was gonna jab him. Okay.
Let's have a little fun.
Hey, Karlach, my girl. Let's... Let's Hellcrawler as our bonus action. We'll do a little bit of damage to both of these. Oh, that one fell. Okay, and then we're gonna... See, they're prone though. Attack of opportunity. Let's try... Let's take this guy out. He probably would have died on his next round anyway because he was burning, so that might not have been my best plan. But let's go for this warg. Oh, they keep dodging my attacks. No. He missed. Oh, he's up full. This isn't looking great for us, guys. Hellish Rebuke. Go for it. Love Hellish Rebuke. So good. Such a good reaction. Definitely pick up that if you can. Right, okay. How are we looking in terms of healing? Oh, Dirge isn't looking great. Okay. Again, we can probably hilt smash. I'm hoping this guy... We can't hilt smash that guy. Okay. What if... See, I can take him out, but he's right in front of me. I don't feel like it's the best thing for me to do. I'm in a really awkward position as well to use things like cleave. Because I can't quite get him. And I can't move away from him without provoking an attack of opportunity. Right, let me push this guy onto the ice. Oh, I pushed the warg down. Oh, this is not going well for me. Just kill him. Oh, and if I hadn't used my bonus action, I could have made another melee attack. Ah. Okay, get into the middle, Lae'zel.
Position. This is my time.
Will. Does he have a healing spell? He does. He has mass healing. Okay. Will, I would like you to... Eldritch Blast and Warg. Good job. And then we're going to do Mass Healing Word. Keep everybody up. Good job. And I think we need to send someone up after that archer, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe I'll just get him to back up a little bit. Go there. Okay.
Sometimes
Dirge.
the only way out is through.
Can we get sneak attack on anyone? Or no? No. Okay. His main hand weapon attack isn't that great. It's his sneak attack that's strong. Okay, what if I Misty Step up behind this guy? Can I sneak attack in that? No. Damn. Okay, fine. They're all kind of spread out. Ah. Use Frost Breath on him? Try Frost Breath. Cool. Right, we took him out. We're doing all right. And now we're invisible, which is amazing. That gives me advantage on my next attack. So, yeah, I'm just going to move slightly over. Great job. Okay, Karlach, my girl. You can do this. You've got this. I know I've got things like this, but that's an action and a bonus action, and I really like my Flurry of Blows as my bonus action. Let's try that on this guy. Okay. Let's go with just a straight up hit. There we go. Good job, Karlach. We're back in action. Let's move so we can get to this guy next. What have you got, mate? I always forget to use her Githyanki bonus. Ain't no hiding from me. You sure? I'm literally invisible, mate. You cannot see me. Nah, still hidden. Okay, Lae'zel, get this guy. That's more like it, girl. And now she has this great weapon as a bonus attack. So maybe I can get up and get that guy as well. There we go. We had a rough start. But we've got this now. Okay, cool.
On the victor's path.
Okay, Will, we need to get that archer. Can we get them with an Eldritch Blast? We can. Not quite. Good, but not quite. Okay, we're gonna hang out there.
Well, so much for peace.
Dirge, can you get them with a sneak attack? You are not close enough, unfortunately. Okay, can you... Can't even Misty Step. Okay, just get closer.
One day I'll catch a break.
I don't know if the range is going to work on this or not. Can't have disadvantage. Okay, straight up arrow to the face. You missed. No, why? Dash. And we'll start making our way up there. Okay. Go on, what have you got? Okay, can we get him with an arrow with Karlach? We can disadvantage, but we can try. Oh, this little creep. Oh, it's so annoying. I know I can rage, but I don't know. I want to save some of my things. Okay. Come on. It's got 2 hit points. Phew! Okay, that might not have been my best plan ever, but again, Dirge's friend's dad was taken. He's like, vengeance will be mine. So let's short rest and heal everybody up a little bit. Lae'zel's still looking a little bit rough, so let's take a potion of healing. Alright, we're okay. Back to Cordia then. Cordia would have been like just hanging out looking at the goblin camp, making her plans, and then she's like, what was that noise? What's going on? That sounds like Dirge. That sounds like Karlach. So she's gonna unhide and run up here and run over. But by the time she gets there, they've already kind of made short work of everything. So yeah, she's just running into absolute chaos, basically. I don't think these guys have anything good on them. Who's the leader? No, Olaf, right? Yeah, nothing too special. The wargs have this Warg Fang, which is an elixir of bloodlust, so I guess we'll pick those up. Yeah, Cody's like, what happened here? Was that really necessary, Dirge? Dirge is like, they stole Will's dad. Like, they raided this place. They took Will's dad. We've got to find him. So there's this whole encounter happening now. I'm also going to go ahead and switch out Astarion and Lae'zel now, because the plan, I'm going to say the plan that they're coming up with is that they are going to disguise themselves as drow. They are going to try and talk their way in there. They're going to let them go first, and then Dirge's team is basically going to be backup. They're going to follow them in, just in case anything goes a bit sour. So Dirge's team is kind of the muscle. But my thought process is that, like, Cordia's team needs someone who's a good fighter. So it's like, take Lae'zel with you, because you need someone close to you to act as like a bodyguard. And then my plan for Astarion, because they said he looks a little bit like he could be a drow. He's very pale, he's got the white hair. So if we dress Astarion in our drow costume, then we can kind of like disguise him as a drow, basically, is what I'm thinking. So where is it? This one here. Wear this Astarion. Listen, wear this armor. You're going to take like a small hit to your armor class. Is he actually, or did his armor class go up? I think his armor class might have just gone up. Oh my god, the drow armor is slightly better than his original armor. So now we've got like this drow costume for Astarion. So he can also be like, I'm a drow, what do you mean? But that's my thought process. It doesn't make any effect in terms of gameplay that he's dressed up as a drow, but in my head, it's his disguise. Okay. We also have, now that Astarion's back with us, we can drop this this chest that we got from Joaquin's Rest. What just happened? No, don't. What just happened? And I can't even turn my camera. What is going on? Did we drop it? Did I click on lockpick by mistake? Yeah, so we can drop this chest that we got from Joaquin's Rest now, and Astarion can now lockpick it. He's back with us.
Easy. Difficulty
class of 20. Let's go. Guidance. Yeah, we've got it. Yeah, easy peasy. It's Astarion. He can lockpick anything. And then Karlach, what loot did you get? Karlach has the hammer raft, which is really fun because when you jump, you have the option to deal thunder damage. So now she can teleport and do that fire damage, or jump and do thunder damage, which is really cool. And when we miss an attack, we deal 3 bludgeoning damage anyway. So I love this for Karlach. Really, really good early game hammer. Better than the great. Well, actually, it's got like 1 less damage point than the Great Axe, but I really love this. I use this for Karlach all the time, so I'm really excited to get that like shockwave. Really fun to use. Okay, and we also have the spell sprinkler to kind of assign to somebody. Is it called the spell sprinkler? The jolt shooter, sorry, the jolt shooter. So right, what I think I want to do is, because Dirge isn't actually proficient with the spell thief, so I think I'm going to take the hunting short bow with Hunter's Mark for Dirge. Yeah, and then I'm going to give the spell thief to Astarion because he is proficient with it. Because that is going to mean that he can restore one of his spell slots if he gets a critical hit using his bow and arrow. And with Astarion being my archer, I feel like that's really good for him because he's also got points of bard now, so he has actually got level 1 spell slots. I'm explaining this so badly. And then as much as I love the idea of using the jolt shooter on like my character or Gale, because they're both kind of lightning themed, when neither of us are proficient with it. Temporarily then, in that case, I think I'm probably going to give the jolt shooter to Will because it's slightly better than what he has now and he is proficient with it, so he might as well. And then I've got this short bow, which I don't know, Gale, do you want a short bow? He's not proficient with it. I don't know. That's fine for now, I think. I don't want to get too bogged down with like assigning things to people because it's not the most interesting thing for you to watch, but you also don't want to do it off camera. Okay, so Dirge is just going to kind of like move back a little bit and kind of like hide out and kind of like guard the entrance and just kind of like listen out for if we get into any kind of trouble. What I'm actually going to do I still have Lump's Warhorn? Let's send Lump's Warhorn to Cordia, and if we need Dirge, we can blow that and he can come running. There we go. He's like, take this. If you sound the horn, we'll know and we'll come and help you out. And she's like, cool, right. Okay, everybody, let's go and cross that bridge. We've come to it. It's time to cross the bridge. What could go wrong?
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prism, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
You feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
Give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
The voice is gone. Muted by this Gith relic. Why does a half-elf carry it?
Okay, one, Lae'zel being covered in blood is so it's strategic again as part of my plan, because she's the bodyguard, right? And we want to have this don't mess with us vibe. Like, we're kind of safe because we're a drow and the goblins are scared of the drow. So if we have a Githyanki covered with blood next to us, you know, it's another sign of like, hey, listen, you don't want to mess with this group. Two, I feel like Cordia would be like, oh, my hero, Shadowheart, you saved us. And then again, I want to say, I want to be really strategic about who I have in my group for different scenes. So I really needed Will to go to Joaquin's Rest because we get all that dialogue about his dad there. You know, I wanted him to be the one to meet with Councillor Floric. And then here, like, because this is a Gith relic, I needed like the Githyanki of the party. I needed Lae'zel with me to be able to recognize that back. So I didn't want her to not be in the group. So that's why I'm kind of like juggling people a little bit in this episode. Okay, so I feel like because Lae'zel's with her saying like that's a Gith relic, like why does this half elf carry it? I think you know, again, it's like, Shadowheart, you need to give us answers now. You've got some explaining to do first. What is this thing you have?
It's nothing, I swear.
It's nothing, it just literally saved our lives. That was far from nothing. Tell me what you know. Please. I'm not using friends on her. I am not using charm person on her. We're not doing that. We're gonna have Lae'zel give us guidance. I've learned my lesson with that friends cantrip now. On Shadowheart at least. Okay, we did it. Good job.
I don't know. Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Baldur's Gate. At any cost.
If you don't know what it is, how do you have it?
Because it was our mission to retrieve it. Me and the others. I'm the only one who made it.
And what exactly did retrieving the artifact entail?
There's nothing more I can tell you. All I remember is that I have to get back to my contact in the city.
I know those symbols. Githyanki runes. Ancient as Vlaakith herself. You stole that from my people.
Yes. And a lot of my people died in the process. I won't fail them. Not after what I saw your kind do to them.
A powerful artifact indeed, to have caught the attention of so many. Not least the Absolute itself, the three figures in the vision, the Chosen are searching for it. With the cultists' aid, it will not be long before they find it. Before they find you. You have evaded them so far, thanks, it seems, to the artifact itself. But how long can such protection last? Shadowheart has made her position clear. She will see that it is taken to its destination. At any cost. No doubt the Githyanki will seek to reclaim that which is theirs. And you still do not know what it even is.
Okay, we are unpacking so much in this scene. So this explains Shadowheart's animosity to Lae'zel because she has gone and stolen that artifact from the Githyanki. That was her mission, that was her quest. And it sounds like all her companions, like all the other people that she was working with, have been killed by the Githyanki, probably brutally. And so it's amazing that Shadowheart got out alive because she can't hit for toffee. And then, it, you know, Lae'zel being so distrustful of her as well, like her instincts were so right on that. And so you know this relic is going to be so important to Lae'zel as well. It's this whole thing. And then on top of that, like the fact that this thing is protecting us, we need to stay with Shadowheart. I mean, we could kill her and take it off her, but like Cordia definitely wouldn't do that. Lae'zel's probably thinking about that. This is like, we need to stick together. That thing's protecting us. We are a team. Enough, both of you. We need to work together.
For now. But any crimes against my kin will be answered for.
In time. I just saved you. Keep that in mind next time you want to air your grievances.
As well, like, who are those three people? Like, we saw, like, what, a handsome young man, a guy with authority, a woman with sexy thick thighs. Like, are they the people we're gonna meet? Is that the drow we're gonna meet? What did they say? The boss, the drow, Minthara, and what was the other one that they said? Like a goblin? Well, none of them look like a goblin, right? The priestess? I don't know, guys. I mean, I do know what's going on because I've played the game almost 3 times to completion now. But, like, who knows what's going on? Again, I don't want to do any spoilers. Yeah, we're role-playing here. Okay, let's go forward. Oh my goodness. Wait. He looks familiar.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard. That's Volo. We found him. He's okay. Which, like, Cordia would run.
Dawning with goblins at trust. Mountains, great mortals, all ginders to quake.
Cordia would run straight up to him. She'd be like, Volo, Volo, we know hi.
Here follow,
still just a bit. Don't feel like
with fragulous crown and with scepter abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filthenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you glide.
Fragulous, glide? I don't know any of this language. I feel like she'd say that to her companions, but to him she's going to be like, bravo! Encore!
Who's that? Friend of yours? You up to something?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you? Never. Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin, I am draw Ragslin, Tumptuous, draw Ragslin,
You broke him!
Wait! Draw Ragslin, we pray, we...
Come on, pigeon! Back to your cage!
Now, look what you've done.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Of course, ma'am.
My name's Gribbo, idiot!
Right, yes. More fool me.
Oh, we have to save him. We have to help him. I think they're keeping him prisoner. She's so sweet and naive. Okay. Oh, there's a trader here. Let's talk to him. I want to say, I'm so scared that I'm going to do something wrong and upset the entire goblin camp. Save! Let's trade.
Welcome, your greatness. I got some good stuff if you're looking to buy.
Quite the trove. How did you get your hands on all this? From raiding Wacking's Rest. That's how he got his hands on it.
Nicked him off the dead, didn't I? I mean, raid spoils, your majestically.
You're majestically. I kind of like the goblins, but we're like, hey, listen. They're food, not friends. Let me see what you have. Okay, so he's got some actually quite decent stuff. We're gonna do our we're doing our trade because he has stolen off other people, and yeah, we're gonna steal back off him. So barter, yeah, we're gonna give him this bag, and he's got some decent stuff. So maybe Gale can use this Carolin's Grace, that's one of the gods, right? Levia, what's his name? He's one of the gods, Carolyn. So we'll take that. What else as well? I've got another good hammer here, the Doom Hammer, the Edge of Terror. Each strike fills the target with a chilling dread that prevents it from regaining hit points. Undead creatures also get disadvantage on attack rolls. Okay, cool. What else as well? I don't really want any of these like basic +1 things. I feel like we're getting to the point where we're beyond that. But this returning pike, now I've never really used this very much personally, but I do like the idea of it returning to its owner when thrown, and I do like Karlach to throw things. Like she's got the Nutbuster, right? So maybe I might use that for Karlach. We might play around with that. We've got these are modded items. Cultist for collar as headwear, advantage on intimidation checks, advantage on performance checks, so we'll take those. I feel like they really suit Karlach. One's a cloak and one's headwear, so we can decide which one we want to use. I don't really want any, like, it's hide armor +2, so it is good, but I feel like we can get better armor than that. And there's all these good boots. The boots of aid and comfort gives you 3 temporary hit points when you heal someone, so maybe Shadowheart or Will could have those. We've got these Swiry shoes, which give us a better jumping distance. I'll probably give those Lazelle. Gloves of archery. Now this is what I've been looking for. You gain proficiency with longbows and short bows, so we can have, anyone can use the jolt shooter now because anyone can wear these gloves, and our ranged weapon attacks deal an extra 2 damage. Now I do like the idea of like giving those to Astarion as well, because he is my ranged fighter, right? He's my bow and arrow man with his sneak attack, but he has already those really good gloves which give him better dexterity, so I might take this for myself and give myself the jolt shooter. This I'm probably gonna give to Karlach because it says the Amulet of Elemental Torment. Nature's Vengeance. When the wearer stands in certain surfaces such as fire and casts a spell that deals damage, the target also suffers this surface's effect. So Karlach being able to literally stand in fire, which you saw at Joaquin's Rest, if she shoots someone or hits someone, like, while she's stood in fire, like the target is also going to be getting the effect of something like burning, so that is really cool for her to do extra damage, so I definitely want that. What else do we have? I really like the dyes. I'm going to take some dye remover. I like this red dye, purple dye, light blue dye I like for myself. Purple dye is good for like drow clothing as well. Muddy red dye I like. Ocean dye. Do you know what? I'm taking all the dyes. And I'm also going to take these 3 supply packs so we can long rest if we want to. Amazing! We love to see it. Right, so I need, hopefully this is going to work and we're not going to get in trouble for this. I need a pouch, and we're going to do our little trick of just stealing what we want. Again, he stole it. These are stolen goods anyway. We might as well steal them ourselves. Better use for us, right? Better off in our hands than his hands. So yeah, there we go. We've stolen that. And then do we want to just kind of, we'll just give him like a gold chalice, this basic silver necklace, and we'll bounce with him so he thinks he's getting a good deal. We'll say that, like,
been a pleasure, your greatness.
We'll say Shadowheart just rifled through his pockets while we were talking to him. Do I want to now give all that out on camera, or do I want to do it between episodes? No, we'll do it between episodes, I think. But I do like the idea of kind of, I'm going to send these dyes to Astarion, because I like the idea of dyeing his armour. It looks quite good with Drake's general dye, but we haven't got that with us right now, and I don't want to go back to camp. It looks good like this, but he's kind of fancy, so maybe we'll see what this red dye looks like if we dye his armour. There we go. Like, I like the red on him. It's a bit more Astarion, I feel. Cool. Sweet. Right, so I'm not going to put all that stuff on them just yet, but just letting you know that I've got that, and I'm going to assign it to everybody off camera at the end of the episode.
Massive!
Bird away from the merchandise.
They're still just a babe.
What bird?
It don't feel right messing with it is all.
Oh, the owlbear cub. Hello, owlbear cub.
Well now, you look like a tough un, but have you got smarts, skills, guts?
Well, I can handle myself just fine.
No doubt, mate. But this ain't dragons or demons or anything else you might have faced. This is chicken chasing.
Well, for starters, that's no chicken. That's an owlbear.
It's got feathers, don't it? A beak. Besides, I reckon it owes us seeing as how it just ate our last chicken. Reckon it owes us a game. You want to hear the rules or not?
What Claudia is thinking is that if she agrees to it, she might be able to speak to the owlbear alone or help it escape, so she's going to agree to it. Could be fun. What is chicken chasing exactly?
Only the greatest game since eggs sprouted legs, mate. You just gotta chase the chicken round the course and through the posts. But that ain't all. Gotta do it quick and alone. Any of your mates step in, you lose. Time runs out, you lose. Sound easy? It ain't. Better contenders than you have been bested by the bird.
Just a quick shout out to the voice actors. Well, the actors, they do movement acting as well in this game, because like Crawler, she's great. Like she gets the point across. She's got a personality. So I don't like her as a character, but I like the characterization of her, if that makes any sense. Okay. Seems easy enough.
Fancy yourself, do you? Care to pin that claim down with some coin?
Sure, I'll place a bet.
We got the coin. We got the challenger. Now we just need the crowd, eh?
Okay, he's over here. Don't be scared, little guy. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you.
Go on. Getting close to the beast. If he bites, just bite him back.
Ooh, it's a bit feathery for that. Oh. Okay, let's talk to him.
Hurt me. Run. Where?
I won't hurt you. I don't want to do this. The goblins are responsible for your painkiller because he might get hurt. He's only little. He's a baby. You see those posts? Run towards them. Let's go. Let's do all the things. Oh, yeah. Let's go with that. We did it. Nat 20. Perfect.
Safe. There. Run.
Yes. He's so cute.
That's the game done. Come here.
Mother gone. Hungry.
I have a camp. You're welcome there.
New home. Maybe. Got to get away from here first.
The cub seems anxious to leave, but afraid to defy the goblins. They have to be dealt with one way or the other.
Okay, so we need to clear a path, basically, make him feel safe so that he can escape. Let's go and talk to this lady. Maybe we can buy him?
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Well, looky! That thing works even better in a chicken. Reckon we won't eat it after all.
Hand over my winnings. Let's get talking about money.
Pardon? Your what? Think you misunderstood, mate. Ain't no winnings, 'cause only a goblin can win chicken chase. Says so in the rules.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
So I could use my tadpole powers on her, but I feel like I've got this with my drow powers. Goblins know how to keep a civil tongue in the Underdark. Granted, most of them are slaves. Again, like, my character's not keeping slaves, I'm just threatening her.
The Underdark? Aye, I've had littermates disappear down there. Here, your coin. We're only a joke. Rules. A joke is all. No offence meant.
Yeah, she's not mean. She's just playing on everybody's stereotypes and, like, beliefs about drow. So she's like, you know, she knows that they're scared of them. So that's what she's kind of doing there. Okay, so... Oh, my team's not with me. Gale, group up with me. Shadowheart, Lae'zel, come and group up. Meet me over here. Maybe we can get some food. Let's grab Gale for this, I think. And I'm going to go to his spells. There's something specifically that I want to do with him. So does he have... He has got Detect Thoughts. Okay, we don't need our little cheeky Quasit right now, so I'm going to get rid of him and get Detect Thoughts. Yeah, so I want Detect Thoughts. I don't know if I have to cast it on him first. Focus your mind to read the thoughts of certain creatures while talking to them. Until long rest. So let's just put that on ourselves and then we've always got it. Perfect. And then I want to talk to this guy here. Gale's hungry. He wants some food.
Enjoying the view. Looking tasty in these new breeches, ain't I?
How does Gale talk? Hang on. They look quite fetching on you.
Proper stylish, ain't they? Nicked 'em off this dwarf we're cooking.
Maybe I'm not hungry after all. I can hear his voice like, do you make a habit of eating dwarves? But I want to say, this dwarf, did he have anything else on him? Besides pants?
Dunno. Was already stripped down to his breeches when I got my hands on him. Had a couple of coins in the pockets and some daft poem. But that's all.
I love poetry. Can I see?
Sure you can. But a look's all you're getting. For all I know, this little roaster was some famous bard. And you'll be sending his last words for a pretty penny.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
So here we go. We can detect his thoughts, read his thoughts. Go on, Gale. Add a bonus. I'm gonna guidance him. Let's go. Good going, Gale.
Some of these words are real pretty. But if the lads find out how much I enjoy it, they'll stick me on the spit.
I like the go. You're a secret poetry lover. How cute.
What? It's a load of old bollocks. All this moons and stars rubbish. Embarrassing is what it is. It's soft stuff. Don't want nothing to do with it.
Oh, so I believe that the dwarf, the cooking might actually be one of the party of druids who got into the altercation with Drew's Grove. The party that Halsin was with. I think he might be one of those if my deductions are correct. Let's have a look here. So the dwarf's poem read. A son of Saloon fell here in the dark below, and we sealed his grave in her holy glow. May the full moon never touch the stars once more. May darkness never conquer the moon maiden's door. So they're talking about Saluna. That's the temple that we're in. It's a temple to that goddess. A note is scrawled in the margins. Found the door under the temple. Think the moon's turn, but which way? A cluster of stars and the lunar places are sketched beneath. Phases are sketched beneath. Okay, so maybe this is in relation to that night song thing. Night singer is Shah, right? The night song, maybe that's something to do with Shah, because that's the artifact they were looking for. So yeah, find the night song. So we've got a bit of a hint of like where he was looking. Sad times for him though, right guys? Okay. I think there's another guy here as well. Clagger and Gricka. Let's get Cody to talk to Gricka.
Stop me yet.
Hello.
I need a quick word.
Sorry, Mum. Meat ain't ready yet. Dwarves take an age to roast.
It smells delicious. Reminds me of my childhood. Sad times in the Underdark. Where did you find a dwarf?
He found us. Don't know what he was doing here or where he came from. Lads inside are trying to get answers out of one of his mates.
Was one of his mates a druid?
Nah, druids are all beardy and woodsy, ain't they? This lot were a scabby gang of tomb robbers. Had a big old war there with them, though. Took 5 of our meanest lashes to chain it up. We'll beat the fight out of it and make it one of our own.
That's them, because they weren't druids, the adventurers were just humans. Halsin was the druid, and he's the bear, that's them. I can get you answers. Where are the prisoners?
Thanks, Mum. He'll probably spill his guts as soon as he claps eyes on you. He's inside. Keep to the right and follow the screams.
Gale disapproving there. Oh, Gale, I'm not actually going to torture him. We just want to know where he is, and now we have directions. Okay, let's keep exploring. Let's go over this way a little bit.
The statue of Sildur. This room must have been dedicated to her. And now it's a nest for some filthy goblins. A fitting end.
No escaping. If you're going to be a nuisance, you've got to come in. That's the law. Hey, should we get you your foxhole? Yeah, we'll get you your foxhole. Where's his foxhole? He loves it. He loves it so much.
So my cat just interrupted me. Hopefully he's going to stay in his box. He loves his box. So hopefully that's going to keep him entertained so he's not trying to come in and out my door constantly. I have nothing though. It's so cute. So Shadowheart is still talking poop about Seluna again, I think. Does she have anything else to say? I think she's got another thing, so let me just try and trigger it.
More heretical symbols, of course.
What does this guy have to say?
You gotta listen to Crusher. He gets mad if you don't. Mad!
Oh, excuse me, Miss Drow.
See? They're all like behaving around me. Okay, let's go this way. Actually, let's talk to him.
Excuse me. If you have a drow inside, planning and such.
Excuse me. Okay, let's go out here. The children aren't here! Where are the children? No! Have I missed them? Oh, I'm so sad. Okay, I'm gonna kind of put in a little cutscene here. Normally there's like 3 little goblin children here.
Another dirt elf come to boss us around, eh? I could break your face. Don't matter who he was. He ain't nothing but a stain now. Just like you'll be if you don't clear off.
Underdark too gloomy for ya, shroom sucker.
Stupid dead bastard. Give him a good kicking. He deserves it. He killed my mum and dad. Made a bloody orphan of me.
Understandable then, I suppose. Give him an extra kick for me, child.
I ain't bothered about it. Better off without them. Stupid old geezers should have put up more of a fight. Don't mean we can't enjoy putting the boot into this prick a stick, though.
But I'm just gonna have Shadowheart.
Let's get on with it.
Lockpick this chest. Oh, I could have got like approval of her as well.
Let's see what might
Oh, huge sting.
I'm so sad. I don't know where they are. I'm sad that they're not here. Shadowheart has quite a good sleight of hand, so she can probably do this. Yeah, just about. And then I'm gonna, because this is where like the little goblin kids hang out, I'm gonna put the goblin child in there, and hopefully they'll come looking for it and find it, and at least it's with the other goblin children. I'm just sad that we don't have the dialogue. I'll have to like check for them again.
Dreaming red.
Okay, next up. Oh look, they're still chasing the owlbear. Go to my camp, mate. Next up, I want to kind of explore over here and make my way up to the top, just so we have a good vantage point of like the whole camp.
Looks like the booze got the better of them. They're practically unconscious.
Okay, so there's one more person to talk to over here. He's reading a book, so I'm going to have Gale handle this. I say one more person, there's lots of people you can talk to at the Goblin Camp, but Gale, go and talk to Booyah Piddle.
Up for debate.
Here, help us out. Says here that goblinoids are obstreperous and malodorous. What's that mean?
Normally I lie to him and I say that's quite a compliment. It means you're extremely intelligent, but Gale is a bit brutally honest and factual, so he's going to say it means smelly and noisy.
Ain't that the truth? Proper stink around here now we've settled in. And all that ruckus makes it hard to concentrate on reading.
Most goblins I've met aren't terribly interested in reading.
That's what the bloke who wrote this said. Proper impressed by my brain smarts he was. Said he's writing a book about the Absolute. Lads didn't like that. Said he was a spy or some such. Think they've locked him in the cells already. Well, I had a good chinwag with him, though. Interesting bloke.
No, he respects Bolo. That book might have like useful information in it, so I kind of want it. What do I want to say here? I feel like I should ask this. Have you met any other interesting people? A druid, perhaps?
There were some troublemakers, but they're either dead or wishing they were. Don't know if there was a druid, though. He's probably down in the pens, fattening up the wargs like all the rest.
This writer, will he be fed to the wargs too?
Nah, we're keeping him as our own little plaything. As long as he don't ask any more awkward questions.
What kind of awkward questions?
He wanted to know if we felt any extra booyah in the air since converting.
And? Has your tribe's power increased? I feel like Gale would know that booyah means kind of like power.
Yeah, Priestess Gut is fierce and powerful now. So's Regslin, our boss. Them's true souls now, just like that drow. They have the kind of booyah that comes from being chosen by a god.
I feel like Gale would know what booyah is, right? It's like power. Could I see his manuscript?
I ain't finished with it. There's enough reading it to last me a lifetime.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
So I want to detect thoughts again. Guide me, Cordia. Fingers crossed. Guidance, fingers, guys. Oh, look at that. Go on, Gale. Get it, girl.
This stuff ain't bad. But somebody who really knows the Absolute should be writing her story.
You're an authority on the Absolute. You should be the one writing about it.
You're right. What does some bleeding outsider know that I don't? I'll be famous. And nobody will remember this pack of lies.
I got that sweet, sweet coveted Shadowheart approval there. I mean, would it be, where would it be? Behind my head. So that is amazing. We love to see it. Okay, I think next up, I'm going to have everybody go over here.
On my way.
And we're just gonna kind of hang out up here, kind of like watching, hiding, you know, getting a read of the place. Have those goblin children really gone? I'm so sad that they weren't there. Where did they go? Let's jump over to Dirge again and get Dirge to come in and join us at this point. He's like, well, I haven't heard the horn, but then I feel like he's like, maybe we'll just get a bit closer and check on them. You know, maybe they didn't have the chance to blow the horn. Yeah, let's just go and get eyes on them. So let's have them kind of like follow the team in as backup. I feel like they get to this point and they're like, where have they gone? Kind of thing. Like, let's talk to Willis especially, because again, like, we're in the place where the people who took his dad are hanging out. We're at, like, in the hornet's nest right now. So let's see what Will has to say.
Damned goblins. Monsters. Every last one. The kind I was culling from Sword Coast hamlets just a 10-day ago.
That's called karma, mate, I think. I'm not going to ask that yet. It's not the right time to ask. Let's talk to Karlach.
Goblin parties are so much more fun than anything you'll find in Baldur's Gate. Or the Hells, for that matter. Not that I'm suggesting we stop for a drink, of course.
Stop for a drink, you say? Maybe we'll think about it. Okay, let's get in there. So he's like, he doesn't hear screams. No sign of them just yet. Oh, but here's some people he recognises. Do you recognise these guys? These are the cultists, the guys whose brother died and we got the worm from him. Let's go and say hi.
Bottoms up, hey. These little lads snagged some pretty decent drink.
Yeah, you do realise they're evil. Like, why are you hanging out here? You seem like nice people.
It's good to be among allies, isn't it? The Absolute's blessings have brought so many together.
It's like they just want to be part of something. Maybe they don't really realise quite how bad the goblins are. It's hard not to notice, though, to be honest. They're quite outspoken about their shenanigans, I think. Let's talk to this guy. Sharp-Eye Aggie, come back.
Drink's going straight through me.
The only cure is drinking more. As fast as you can.
That's the plan. We looted an entire inn. Brought back enough booze to drown a dragon. Here's to them we nicked it off. Down one mug of ale for every throat we cut.
Let's talk to this one.
Having a drink. It's all the sweeter when it's free, innit?
We know where they got it. Let's ask though. Let's just get the dialogue. Free. Where did you get it all?
Where the hell did you get yours? From an inn. Numpty, course. You won't find much there now. Took all the good stuff before we burned it.
I mean, they're basically all just confessing now at this point, right?
What's holding up the game? Owlbear ain't dead, is it?
What about this guy here?
This ale tastes like hobgoblin spit. Who's been puking in the barrel?
An idea is forming.
Humans ain't good for much.
Grab a drink before you see the priestess, Smacker. The branding stings something proper.
You let her burn you? Why?
Mark of the Absolute, innit? Shows our devotion to her. Makes it easier to decide who we kill and who we don't, too. So best get a move on, eh?
Bloody arm is killing me. Here's to the best sedative there is. Booze.
Hey! You ain't rounding me up for no raid. No way. I'm drinking.
Good for you. Bottoms up.
Yeah, here's to the absolute.
Absolute. Okay. Not a huge fan of these guys. Let's keep looking.
I ain't paid to talk. Keep walking.
Maybe we should go and chat with these guys. Are the kids really not there? I'm so sad I missed that. Let's talk to this guy. Again. But as Dirge.
Fresh disarm with me bare hands. Weaker than pixies, humans.
Oh, you got him good.
And who are you? Another pest. Everyone just barges in here, thinking they rule the world. Ha!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
This guy was bragging quite a bit. I feel like Dirge is like, I don't just think so. It's a fact. You're nothing but the dirt beneath my feet.
Well, not us. Things are changing. We got the Absolute on our side now. You better learn your place. Go on. Kiss my foot. Or I'll wipe that nasty look right off your face.
Well, go on. Give him a nibble.
The banter's back with Astarion. I feel like they're getting friends again. So you can ponder how it would taste to bite his toe clean or off, or ignore your lust to eat the foot and get down to lick it. So these are Dark Urge things, and you can literally bite his toe off if you choose these. But I'm gonna go with he's not getting down and kissing his feet. This is Dirge we're talking about. There's no way. So he's gonna say, how about you kiss my feet instead? Foot fetish time, guys. We did it.
Ugh. Look, mate, just piss off. You're not welcome here.
Alright, so I think I'm going to go with the Illithid option here. Illithid wisdom. You will obey me. Kneel. It's only a difficulty class of 2. He's probably got this. There we go.
I'm sorry, true soul, sir. I didn't realise.
A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated. His lips smack together wetly and leave a trail of saliva on your foot.
There you go.
Knock him down aside.
What was I saying? I just had to talk to me. I gotta take a piss.
Okay, I can't speak with the dead on this guy, unfortunately, this dead adventurer. He looks like maybe he might have been part of that, like, a druid party, possibly. Hopefully that's not one of the guys we're looking for. I can't speak with the dead on him. Okay, Astarion, what did you have to say? Any more comments about that?
By the Sundering, the parasite allows us to influence others.
Taking away the free will of others could be a gift or a curse in disguise.
A power born of illithids might be dangerous in the wrong hands, but valuable in ours.
Dirge isn't too keen on the illithid stuff. Again, like, they messed with him, they messed up his brain's basically goo now. He's not a big fan of the Absolute. And again, with great power comes great responsibility. This is kind of what you were saying to Astarion, so... I'm tempted to do 2. I kind of like 3 as well. These are strange times, and even stranger powers. We should seek to understand them before we make any rash decisions.
I wouldn't reject it outright. Why refuse an advantage when so much is at stake?
Because I don't want my brain to get more gooey, Will. That's why. Okay, at this point, I feel like Dirge is going to have a quick chat with Astarion and be like, I've got a bit of a plan here. Do you have any of that purple worm poison on you? And I think he does. So let's go over and let's check his inventory. Yes, there's a purple worm poison. Split item. And let's give one of these to Dirge. Here we go. I'm going to put it somewhere where I can easily see it. And then he's going to be like, why don't you get up on that stage and play a tune, Astarion? So let me just ungroup Astarion. And Dirge is going to go over here and just get a good view of this this performance, I think. So get up on this stage, Astarion, come on. Let's provide some entertainment while people drink. Turn this way slightly. And yeah, let's go ahead and do bard dance. Here we go.
Let's move.
Dirge over here. I might need this guy to move. Performance failed, oh no. He's going, he's going, he's going. Oh no, now this one's coming over for a drink. I've got to get the timing right on this, guys. We've done it.
Going down.
Over here, lads! I propose a toast. What you standing here all dry for? Come here, have a drink. What should we toast to, eh?
I'm glad you asked. Tell everyone to gather around.
Guys! This one's giving us a toast.
You raise your glass and shout.
To drinking till we die.
Go on, drink up!
I feel like he's got quite a good sleight of hand. Yeah, look at all those bonuses. Spill the beer and pretend to drink from the empty cup. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. That nearly backfired.
That's it. Down the hatch. Now get out of my way. I need another drink.
Oh no, what happened?
You poisoned us!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
I like the intimidation option. For Dirge, I did. But I can slit your throat if you prefer a quick death. It's a 20. Can we do this? Oh, oh, no, we didn't do it. Do I want to re-roll? Let's try again. Let's get one more go. We did it, we did it, we did it.
But please don't. I won't rat you out, I swear. Just leave me be. But this one's all right, lads. Knows nothing about no poisoning.
Someone's killing us off! Battle stations!
So they just broke the thing there. Are you alright, Astarion? Maybe the owlbear can leave now. I feel like we solved the owlbear's problem there. Maybe he can hightail it out of here and get to our camp, if we're lucky. Right, well, we can't loot people because we'll get in trouble. Let's head over this way. Astarion, can you regroup?
Poison for cowards.
Let's go this way. Is the owlbear still over here? No, he's not. Sad times. Any sign of him? Is he hiding? Let's talk to these guys again.
The drinks are poisoned! Traitor!
Excuse me? What did you just call me? 80%. Shouldn't call people names like that, sir. That's a strong accusation. I'm just gonna hide, I think is his bonus action. Oh, he's not letting me, why not? Oh, because he's threatened? Don't threaten me. He's happy now. Okay. What are you gonna do, mate? Oh! Sir. Don't do that to me and my friends. That is very rude of you. Okay. Can I speak with the dead on her? Even because I didn't technically kill her, right? Astarion did. Why would you walk in the acid, Karlach? What are you doing? Center camp. Seems to work.
The corpse seems willing to speak,
Ah.
but not to its killer.
Oh, sad times. Okay, well, I don't know, man. Dirge doesn't like these goblins, and do you know what? If we can stop picking them off, that might be a good idea for us. Let's see if we can get to a good vantage point. Yeah, and he's kind of thinking he wants some vengeance for Will here. You know, they did steal Will's father. The less of them, the better chance we have of getting Will's dad back. That's kind of what he's thinking.
What's that?
Sweet, got some cool stuff there. So I am going to just ungroup Dirge for a second. I'm going to get the rest of this group to hide. Let's see what we can get up to. Dirge, can you jump up here? There we go. We got it. Actually, having said that, it might be a good idea to have Karlach send in one of these boxes to stand on. Send to Dirge. There we go.
At least
Dirge, just drop that. And that's just going to give him a little bit of extra. Ooh, chest. Yoink. Let's climb on that. Let's hide. And then is there anyone we can kind of pick off from here? Vantage path is interrupted. Or we can get that guy. And then we'll be ready to hide immediately.
Poisoned.
Yeah, they don't know where we are. Oh, no. Yep, they do. They do know where I am. Okay. Oh, how did he get up here? Excuse me. How did he get there? Okay, I'm invisible. So I can probably just go over here and like hide. And they might not find me.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Rip the gizzard's face off!
Yeah, they don't know where I am. So we're going assassin Dirge, hopefully for clearing this goblin camp. So they can't see me right now. And there we go, we've got this one. Oh, I missed. Oh.
Can't risk being in open view.
Just... Sweet.
I don't need any attention right now.
Who else can I get? There's this woman down here. This is the owlbear woman, I think.
Murderers with their own beer. That's proper cruel.
You took a life, now yours will be taken in turn. A fair exchange,
I
perhaps.
kind of like the bugbear. I don't want to kill the bugbear. Okay, but if I can take him out... Hide.
Can't risk being in open view.
Can't see me. Again, I might just get away with this. Okay, I'm alright. I can do this.
Time for some bloody work.
We had to do Assassin Dirge, right? It had to happen at some point.
This calls for careful footwork.
Okay. So there's someone around there somewhere. Let's jump across. There are a couple of people I want to spare. So I like the guy that we were talking to up here. Oh my goodness, I never read his book. He dropped it, didn't he? We need to go back and do that. And I want to spare this guy here, Clacker. He's the one who likes poetry. But yeah, so let's get this one.
What do I have to lose?
See, the good thing about Dirge is if he does kill them or get a crit, he goes invisible.
Out of sight.
So yeah, this guy I'm sparing. I might deal with him later. But I think we've got a lot of the goblin camp now. I think I feel a little bit safer. I feel like the world is a slightly safer place. We do have the job to kind of like clear Druid's Grove, like clear the goblins on behalf of Druid's Grove. We're getting vengeance on Will. So yeah, all good I think. Let me just pick up my boxes and send those back to Karlach. Okay, this team are doing alright I think. Will, do you feel better now we've killed some of the people who like kidnapped your father? Let's jump over. Everybody hide.
Just out of view.
Let's jump back over to Cordia. I feel like she just watched Dirge do all that from this vantage point. She was like, Dirge, stop it. Dirge, no, don't poison. Dirge, oh no, Dirge has poisoned everybody and now he's killing everybody. Dirge, I'm here. I'm fine. I don't need rescuing. I'm shh. People are sleeping. It's fine. Shh. Okay, I forgot to read Bolo's book. So if we go back over here, that goblin did run away. And we can just read this book that he's dropped. This is On Goblins, My Life Among the Conquering Host. So an excerpt from Bolo's forthcoming guide to Goblin Society. I think we might read this in the next episode. This has been a long video. And then we've also got this, Magic of the Weave, an introduction. It's the weave. So few try to understand the weave. A true pity, for not only are they truly attuned to the weave. So again, you can read that now if you want, but I might just have Gale pick that up and we can read that in a bit more of a Gale-themed episode. Oh, I don't want to steal it though. You all want to steal it? We'll steal it. Gale, steal the book. It's fine. No one will know. And then are those kids really not there? I'm so sad about that. Ah, sad times. Okay, there's like one goblin remaining over there, I guess. Is there anyone else? Did we get most of them? Yeah, we pretty much cleared out the goblin camp for the most part. Maybe we take her out. Maybe a firebolt. Maybe just a quick firebolt. Do you know what? There's one more person as well. Let's get Dirge again, and let's go over here. Because back out here, where the kids should be, there's this guy as well. So what do you think, guys? Are you happy with my plan to get vengeance on the goblin camp?
Puke sting.
At least our escape route's a little bit clearer now. Come on, Dirge. Now's your time. Now's the perfect opportunity, Dirge. This guy's throwing up and peeing over the edge. He was strolling up. Oh, he's encumbered, isn't he? He does look badass when he walks, though, when he's encumbered.
Yeah.
Oh, he turned around. I wasn't doing anything. Don't worry about me. Oh no, he failed. Watch it there, mate. What was that for? Oh, I should have thrown him that way. Oh well. Can I get to him? I must have advantage. How do I not have advantage on him right now? Oh, it's Astarian. I missed. Dirge, come on, mate. You've got this.
Death won't take me yet.
So there we go. I think we need to long rest before we actually go inside the goblin tank. Before we go inside the goblin camp and kind of confront all their leaders. They've got 3 big bosses in there. They've got Draw Ragslin, who Volo was singing about. They've got the Drow Minthara, and they've also got Priestess Gors, which is the goblin leader. So 3 boss fights in the next episode, so keep your eyes open for that. Yeah, let's go back to camp and sleep. Oh, well, that was an adventure. I'm going to have Cordia talk to Will because I forgot to do it earlier.
I need a moment for the 2 of us.
Well met.
So, Will Ravengard, what's it like being the son of a Grand Duke?
Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist. Brave as Baldur and stubborn as a deep Rothay. Daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and a talent for courtly dance.
Courtly dance? I'd love to see a demonstration.
It's been a badger's age since I've twinkled my toes. A drunk ogre could put on a better show.
You dance like a drunk ogre? That sounds hilarious. Count me in.
Well, give it some time. Develop a bond and maybe I'll show you a move or 2. I promise, clumsy oaf is well within my repertoire.
Yeah. Yes, I am flirting with everybody, and yes, I am flirting with Will. Look at him with no top on. He's a very nice man. Let's leave. Okay, let's sleep. Oh, I can't. I'm feeling quite warm after all that. I don't know if I caught something in the goblin camp. I'm going to go to bed early.
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers.
Wipe the sweat from your brow.
Your hands shake as they reach upward. Your forehead remains drenched no matter how much you wipe.
Chukil Gake Vlakith Mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
I'm not exploring her mind, she'll get mad. I'm gonna go with persuasion, that's my strong point. We're just exhausted. Lower the blade before you do something foolish. Guidance. You can get bardic inspiration as well. Do you know what? I think I need it. Okay, I live to fight another day.
I cannot trust my own mind, so it seems I must trust yours. I will wait, but know this, I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all. I came just in time. You are transforming.
Illustory, is that you? I know your voice, I've heard it before.
Yes, you have. I saved you before. And I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a Mind Flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you.
Oh, is this really happening? Is this a figment of my imagination? So again, just as a quick recap, Cordia, being a drow, she's a cleric of Elystrary. Elystrary is the good aligned goddess of the drow. Her whole thing is bringing light to people, bringing the drow into light, helping them to live on the surface world, helping them to be good people. She's kind of representative of freedom and things like this. Yeah, this looks like Elystrary. She's got all the hallmarks of the goddess, if you know what the goddess looks like. Yes, Cordia, still kind of thinking, is this real? Would absolutely take the hand of her patron goddess. Take the hand offered to you.
We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it, nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you, but for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. A fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that, but only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Okay, so that is where I am going to leave it for the day. Yeah, Cordia definitely... Right, she's seen evidence that she's being protected from the Illithys. They haven't changed yet. They should have changed and they haven't changed. So something is stopping that ceremorphosis process. That's hard to say, ceremorphosis process. This visitor in her dream, she's been hearing the voice of the goddess Elystrary for a long time. So to see her in her dream, she is so sure that that's her goddess and she's here to protect her and guide her, and there's some greater good that she's meant to do. And if the goddess is telling her that she needs to eat those tadpoles, then she is going to eat those tadpoles. Okay, so in the next episode, we need to go and find out what happened to Volo, because it seems like one of the goblins was kind of keeping him as almost like a canary, like a little pet. So hopefully he's still okay. You know, we know that they eat people, so they were eating that dwarf, so we don't want that to happen to Volo. We also need to look for some of the other druids. So I remember one was called Liam. Not druids, the adventurers who were looking for the night song. The young one kind of ran off. He was called Liam, so we need to find him. We need to look for Halsin, who is the leader of the Druids Grove. We know he can turn into a bear. We found out that they captured a bear and he seems to be in like the warg pens or something, I think they said. They gave us directions to that as well, so we should be able to find that. And we need to go and talk to the, maybe, like, I feel like Cordia would be like, I can talk to the other drow, what's her name? Not Minthara. Minthara, and like maybe I can persuade her not to attack the goblin camp. We also need to confront Eralyne, who is the guy who led the raid on Waukeen's Rest, the raid that took Will's father. We need to go and find out more about what's happening with Duke Ravengard. There's so much we need to do still. There's Priestess Gut, who I don't know, maybe she's a medic, maybe she can help us with our tadpole problem, and you know, maybe kill a few more goblins along the way because they're not good guys. Yeah, so I hope you're enjoying this series. Yeah, nothing more to say right now. There's a lot going on. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for all your support. I really do appreciate it because I love playing this game so much. So to see myself getting, you know, to see myself getting those views is really rewarding for me, because I hope that you're all finding it interesting and enjoying my playthrough. So those of you who are completely like know nothing about the game, hopefully you're finding this really exciting, like I did the first time I played through it. And those of you who are kind of like, and go and play it yourself as well. There's so many different paths that this can take, like so many different ways that this can go. So my playthrough might not look anything like your playthrough. And then also like for those of you who are aficionados of Baldur's Gate, who know it like the back of your hand, I hope I'm not too annoying. I hope that you're all like happy with the decisions I'm making. Again, it's my perfect playthrough, the way that I think it's best to play. So maybe some of you feel differently. Let me know in the comments. Try not to do spoilers though for those who don't know what's coming next. And yeah, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I've been recording a long time. I don't know if you can see my cat. He's so warm. He's just kind of off camera there. And yeah, like it's very warm today. The heat of my PC is making this room like an oven. So I need to go and cool off. Thank you again for watching. Take care of your faces. Have a good week, and I will see you again soon. Bye, friends.
I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a